Welcome to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast, where we go behind the scenes and uncover the tactics and strategies top entrepreneurs are using to make more sales, dominate their markets, and how you can get those same results. Here's your host, Dave Woodward.
Everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker Radio. This is episode 104 with Jason and Amanda, and I'm super way excited today because this is the first time ever we've actually done something live. We're going to strip this audio off of this. So for those of you guys who are actually out there watching this live, it's somewhere on Facebook. I think it might be on my page. We're going to post on ClickFunnels page. But the idea behind this is we want to be able to get as much content to as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. So the idea here for Funnel Hacker Radio, episode 104, what we're testing here is we're actually going to be broadcasting this live on Facebook. We're going to strip the audio off. The audio will then be put into we'll have Scott Brunson. He basically does all my editing type of stuff, and that will show up in iTunes. So some people will be seeing this live as it goes, and then those of you who are listening to it on our Funnel Hacker Radio podcast, you guys are hearing of it, and hopefully we can refer you back to someplace else. So again, it's all about trying to get as much content out there as possible. So the very first thing I want to tell everybody is make sure that you guys are out there creating content. You guys should be doing a ton of content. Right now, social media is by far, we're experimenting with Instagram stories. I'm experimenting with Facebook stories. I'm now experimenting with, Jason, what are we on? Blue Jeans? Is that what you said this is?
Yeah, this is Blue Jeans. Yeah.
So this is Blue Jeans. We're trying this out to make this work. We've used BeLive. Anyways, bottom line, anybody who's listening to this podcast, make sure that you guys are creating content. You need to be experimenting with your voice. You got to get your voice out there. Today, I have the opportunity of playing the interviewer, bringing on Amanda and Jason. They are the founders of FunnelKitchen.com. And what we're going to talk about today is one of the things I've had a ton of questions about recently. And this is why I'm so excited to bring them on. And that is last month when we had our Funnel Hacking Live event, we had the opportunity of having everybody go all in. And we had literally over 1,000 people within the month went all in. And what means going all in, we're going to talk about in just a second. But what we found is that a lot of people have gone all in, haven't taken advantage of all the things that are out there. So I thought I'd bring on Amanda and Jason, who have done a ton of integrations from Infusionsoft, from Capaign, from Aweber, from a whole bunch of other places, brought them into Actionetics. We're going to talk about how that works. We're going to really dive deep into making sure this works without it being too technical, but making sure you guys understand what the benefits of being all in really is. So with all of that huge introduction, Amanda, Jason, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Hi, Dave. How are you?
Thanks for having us today.
So
We're so excited to be the pilot live podcast people.
This is going to be fun. Again, both you guys are already part of our certified partner program, tons of experience. You guys have built a whole bunch of funnels, and I cut you off, Jason. So what do you want to say?
I was just nervous that we weren't going to be able to get the technology to work. I was on support with Blue Jeans for half an hour trying to iron out some of the bugs, not the bugs, but my lack of knowledge of this particular platform, because Amanda and I usually do our broadcast using BeLive.tv, which is great for just 2 people, but because we knew we needed to be 3 of us today, like how are we going to do it? So, but it's all working. I think we're here and it's all good. So.
Well, we're excited. So with all that said, guys, explain to people, what does it mean to be all in?
I can say for me and for our clients, it kind of brings a massive amount of simplification to many businesses' super complicated funnel processes, their sales processes. So in a way, like before Actionetics was here, you had Russell talking about, hey, well, whenever I wanted to have, even just get out an opt-in page, I need to get a designer and pay $10,000 for a designer to come up with the HTML and all that kind of stuff. But you still got so when you came up with ClickFunnels, that simplified that whole process. And then of course when Actionetics came out and Backpack and all of the extra stuff, you've got all these integrations, all the integration ways that you have, like, I'm using Capaign or Aweber and Infusionsoft, and I've got all these things and I have to plug them all together. And it's and the great thing about ClickFunnels is that even if you're using all those platforms, it's still super easy to do all of that stuff, right? And it's still great to integrate. But when you go all in, it becomes even simpler and even more powerful, especially with all the stats all the stats and all the new stats that you're coming out with. it's unbelievable, really. It makes it so much easier to make edits and changes and control your whole sales process all in one platform. So only for me, and apart from that, of course, it saves you a lot of money because you're able to shut down all of these subscriptions. So Amanda and I are super busy doing migrations for clients, saying, all right, I want to shut down Infusionsoft or Aweber or ActiveCampaign, or in some cases, some people have 3 or 4 autoresponders because over time, they've accumulated all of these subscriptions, and like the fear of letting go of all those things, but eventually becomes really compelling at the price that ClickFunnels Editor Suite Funnel Hacks is offered at. It's like why wouldn't I do it? I mean, and we were at Funnel Hacking Live this year, and then Russell played on his birthday this year, obviously a few weeks ago, that segment that really shows what it means to go all in. And I really encourage people to dig out that broadcast, because it's, you're looking at it, how can I not? So anyway,
what's crazy though? So many people went all in, not only at Funnel Hacking Live, but ever since Russell's birthday, when he made the big announcement. You got all this awesome swag. You got all these awesome shared action funnels. So there's he took away all the excuses. But what we're finding is that there's still so many people that went all in, and it's just sitting there doing nothing. And so that's where we came in with our FunnelKitchen. We decided that we wanted to help people maximize the all-inness of ClickFunnels. And so whether it was being held back because they have an autoresponder already in place with Infusionsoft or one of the others, or maybe they were brand new and they didn't know how to get it set up to begin with. What is a list? Well, how do I create that? What's an action funnel? What are all these crazy foreign words? So we're here to hold people's hands through the process, whether they're a seasoned internet marketer with tons of lists and tons of campaigns, or they're brand new and just want to get one thing set up and hooked up with a simple opt-in funnel and a landing page. So that's kind of where we were. We noticed that there's so many people going all in, and they were just not really fully taking advantage of it. One thing I'll add about being all in that doesn't have to do with Actionetics necessarily or Backpack is this thing called the digital table rush. So when you go all in and you have this thing, if you're doing a sales funnel and on your order page, you can enable this setting called digital table rush. So that means anytime somebody visits your order page, there's little looping little bubbles like a pop-up video, if you remember that from VH1 a long time ago, like so-and-so just bought your thing. And then again, so-and-so just bought your thing. And it's so cool to see that. It prompts people to have a little trust in you and your product. Like, oh, there's other people actually buying this thing. This is a real deal. I'll go ahead and try it out. So honestly, aside from Actionetics and Smart Lists and all the really cool, really techie stuff, the digital table rush by far is my favorite part of going all in. It's just, I don't know, it's simple, but it's so cool.
Well, I got to give credit to Ryan Montgomery, our CTO. He actually the one who came up with that, coined the digital table rush phrase. But for us, actually, I remember I was sitting at a FAT event here, and Todd was actually in town, and we were going through this. He goes, I think I can make this happen. And it honestly has been, from a social proof standpoint, Amanda, as you made mention, is just crazy because it takes away all that concern. So I love that idea. Other benefits that you guys have seen from...
It's exciting for me as a business owner if I do go to my landing page, my sales page, order page, and see those bubbles coming up, like people are buying my stuff. I love it. So it's just like reassurance that you're in the right space, right? So it's just fun. If you're not having fun, then come and join us in the kitchen sometime, because that's all we do. We have a lot of fun. We provide a lot of value to people at the same time, holding your hand through this process.
So what other benefits have you seen, Amanda, from being all in? Or what are your clients? You guys have done a lot of migrations. What are some of the benefits your clients are getting?
Well, we're really helping people simplify their processes. So a lot of people have some really complex things going on out there, and really it doesn't need to be.
I'm going to stop you right there. Because I heard you mention that before, and that's exactly what I was hoping you were going to say. And I really hope people, as you guys are listening to this and listen to what Amanda and Jason are saying, is too many people have these massive, Russell made mention of this on stage the other day, and that was you have these funnels, and there's no way in the world that you can even tweak anything and have any idea what the impact is going to be, because it is so elaborate and so huge. I can tell you right now, if you look at the funnels that we're creating and Russell's doing, we typically, you go by five pages. I mean, that's about where we're at. I mean, maybe 6 or 7 if you put in the affiliate access centers and pages. But I mean, really, about a 5-page funnel, that's about all most people need. And so that simplification, I think, is the main thing. You made mention it before, and I just wanted to reemphasize that to people is, if you're taking a look at going all in, one of the first things you should really, really take a look at doing is, how can I simplify all the legacy? And we look at it as in the software industry, we refer to it as far as being tech debt. And that is, you got all this old legacy stuff that's, burdening you down. So when you go all in, first of all, take a look at your funnel, seeing what can I cut out that really doesn't matter. And that's the very first thing I tell you guys to simplify this whole all-in process, is make sure your funnels are simple, easy. And again, it's all about ROI. And the faster you're getting that ROI, the happier you're going to be as well. And if you're making funnels for your clients, same for them as well.
I agree.
So I cut you off. Any things?
No, you're good. If the funnel is complex to you as the owner of the funnel and you don't understand the process, the people that are coming to your funnel are usually not going to be even as techie as you. You need to make it so simple that a 2-year-old could go through it. And we go into situations and I'm just thrown back. Like, what is your goal here? There's things going on all over the place, and there's pages stacked on top of each other, and there's emails and tags and things that just take a deep breath, figure out what your ultimate goal is, and go straight for it. And so it's going all in, setting up things in Actionetics. I know there's a lot of people that have been really afraid to make that leap, to close out their other account, to move it over into Actionetics. If you are one of those people that's on the fence and just kind of not sure how you're going to like it, create one campaign in Actionetics. Don't try to move everything over at once and hope that you like it. Take one piece, chunk it down, right? Take one, create a list, maybe create a couple smart lists with that list. Create some rules. There's so much cool stuff you can do in Actionetics. Try it with one funnel and see what you think. And then add on to that. Try it with another until you're ready and comfortable to keep moving forward with the entire migration. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, all at once. Get rid of your old system and move to the new one. You can do this in steps. And I mean, I honestly recommend it that way to, just to make it easier and comfortable.
Kind of like moving house. So whenever my wife and I, we seem to move house every 2 years. Every time we move house, we say, we're going to put all of that. We don't go, we're going to put all of that stuff from here into that box over here. It's in the process, what can we get rid of? What spring cleaning can we do? Do we really need that bookcase? Do we really need all of those, bits and pieces of clothes and whatever? And we take the opportunity just to clear the place out.
Yeah, I think
Great.
that's
So
a great
that's
analogy.
So the very first thing to do is do some spring cleaning as you're migrating everything over, is to get rid of the stuff that you don't need. What would be the next thing to simplify the process?
Be sure that you know that there are people like me, like Jason, like ClickFunnels support, like other certified partners that are here to help you. We're trained in this and we work in this every single day. So even if you don't really understand what's going on or understand the entire process, as long as you have a great clear path as to what you're doing, a nice map of what you're trying to create, you reach out to people like us to help you out a little bit, even if it's just for a few hours of our time at the beginning. Don't let your fear or your uncertainty of the platform hold you back from really moving forward.
Great. So basically, first thing, spring cleaning. Second thing, get a hold of support, get a hold of a mentor, someone basically hold your hand through it. It's not as complicated. Once you've done it once, it's super east after that.
Yeah.
So what's the next thing
totally
after that from a migration standpoint?
Well, and I would say, part of it as well, just tagging on, tagging on to what Amanda's saying. And Mark Bangetter does 3 webinars a week, and and they're all on different subjects. Each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, if I remember correctly. and make sure that, and if I've got the days wrong, I apologize, but make sure that you actually, take advantage of those, because, he puts out so much great stuff, great videos, great trainings, and, it's there. I'm amazed at the number of questions that are posted repeatedly in the forum. And actually, there's so much great content that Mark puts out there that, will answer so many of those questions. So do take advantage of all the recordings and all the live trainings he does, because they're amazing.
Thank you.
Yep.
So what else?
Another benefit of
support your handhold.
Yeah, I mean, you got it. I mean, it's not even a complicated thing. You don't need some crazy process to keep up with what's going on. It's just that simple. It's just a matter of figuring out the clear blueprint to what you're trying to accomplish, and then going for it. Let's build it out. If you need somebody like me or Jason to help you build it out, we're here for that. Once you see it, like you said, once you see it built out once, maybe twice, then you'll be more comfortable to try to start doing some of this stuff on your own. Or maybe you find out that's not your forte. We're still here to help you, right? So a question you asked about, like, what are some of the benefits of going all in? Aside from Actionetics, some of my clients, and even myself, because when you go all in, you have access to Backpack, which is the affiliate center or program associated with ClickFunnels. It opens up an entire new world of revenue possibilities and partnerships that really never existed for so many people, because now you have the ability to create affiliate areas and affiliate links and affiliate materials so other people can now begin promoting your products and services. And I think that is, and you can do it literally after your funnel is built. You can literally set up a Backpack area in a matter of minutes. It does not take that long to set this up and to be able to begin allowing people to get paid to sell your stuff. So I think that of going all in, people are a little afraid of this affiliate thing and the word Backpack. What is that? It's just a really cool way to make additional revenue. And so I love it.
Amanda, I appreciate you mentioning that. It's been funny. I've heard so many people say, well, I'm not going to need that for a really, 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 really long time. I'm like, understand the very first traffic principle we always teach is Dream 100.
Right.
The very first thing I was talking about is go out and find out who your Dream 100 people are and get them to promote. Well, as soon as you get them to promote, even one of them, you have to have some way of paying them. Yeah. And there's nothing worse than trying to go back afterwards and say, well, I think those sales occurred during this time. And no, the whole reason we created this, it's super, super simple. And you don't have to build literally thousands of affiliates. All you need is just get one or two or three people promoting for you. It really is not as complicated and difficult as you think. I was actually talking with Kaylin and Brandon Poulin with Lady Boss and their challenge, everything else. And they actually they've had people literally coming to them at this point saying, hey, I would love to promote this. Understand, when you create a great product, people want to share that with other people.
Yes, they do.
And there's nothing better than being able to say, gosh, Amanda, Jason, thanks for sharing it. Let me pay you a little. And you can change the percentages. And the key is, it is so simple. I mean, it is literally, it generates the link for them automatically. It's already there. And so for those of you guys who are struggling getting sales or traffic, nothing better than going out to friends or family or anything else and say, hey, promote this for me. And if you make a sale, you get paid. Super easy, super simple.
The minute you have any kind of raving fans for your product or service, that's precisely the moment that you should go into Backpack and spend half an hour and build the thing out. We get people asking us all the time, about FunnelKitchen. How do we, how do we send people to you? And do you have an affiliate program and everything else like that? So we're building it now. So because we actually only launched like 2 weeks ago. So that's the moment that that when you've got somebody saying, hey, can I promote this to people, and like get it done like
I think that's
right
awesome.
away.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Understand, I know literally ActionX Backpack and going all in, we could literally spend hours and hours. And I know you guys do trainings that last for hours and hours.
Yeah, we do. And the awesome part is we get people on and they stay with us for 2 hours. We're not boring people, right? Like I said, if you want to have some fun building out your business, then you need to contact us, right? So, we do weekly trainings. We don't just train on Actionetics or Backpack. We actually poll our little fan club, I guess you could call it, our fans, our followers, and we want to give them training that they can use right now. And so some people, the training we're going to do in our Funnel Kitchen this week or next, they just want to see the process of mapping out a funnel. It's not even the process of building it out or integrating anything. They just want to see what goes on in our brains and what's our strategy for actually just mapping out this process. And so, but we told them, drawing the maps.
Doing this stuff.
Yeah, on a piece of paper. It doesn't even need to be a fancy program. Oh, and funnel graffiti for sure.
Yeah. that and that,
Yeah.
Don't even log into ClickFunnels. Just get a piece of paper.
No.
Out,
Yeah. So we ask people what they want, and we deliver that to them in a simple, fun way, and give everybody, some accountability, some calls to action, and some ways to move forward in their business, because that's our ultimate goal, right? Our ultimate goal is just to get people from staying still, using this awesome technology, using the knowledge that we've acquired to share with them to keep them moving forward.
Sounds awesome. Well, as we get close to wrapping things up, any other final words, or how do people get a hold of you guys?
That's real simple. FunnelKitchen.com is where to go. And that's where you just sign up to be notified of all of our regular free trainings. That's one of the easiest ways. Most people know how to find us on Facebook. We're in the group quite a lot, in the ClickFunnels forum quite a lot, answering people's questions as well as our own pages.
And then we go live often with our little Funnel Kitchen show. And we have lined up about 30 guests so far that have approached us to want to be on our lives, much like we're doing with you, Dave. So that's another fun thing to pay attention to and follow us. We have a lot of really cool people from all kinds of diverse, cool backgrounds. And we're excited to share more about their stories of success and tribulations, and trials. It's not all just roses around here all the time, right? So everybody goes through the struggles. Everybody goes through the good parts too. And we are excited to be able to share some of those stories with our community.
Awesome. Well, Amanda and Jason, thank you so much. Jason, thank you for pulling this together. This is our first time going live. Hopefully we can do more of these things in the future. Again, we'll be stripping this audio off for putting it actually on the podcast. It's episode 104, our first one actually doing trying to multi-purpose our content as best as possible. Again, get a hold of Amanda, Jason at FunnelKitchen.com. You guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Have a great
Thanks for having us. And hopefully you're going to be a guest on our show as well directly soon.
Yes.
I'd love it.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Dave on the Funnel Kitchen.
Love to.
Awesome.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Funnel Hacker Radio Podcast. If you'd like to be notified anytime we release a new episode, just subscribe over at FunnelHackerRadio.com. In addition to that, we'd love to send you a free gift. You can find that free gift at FunnelHackerRadio.com/free trial. One last thing is we love giving away cars. So if you'd like access to a free dream car, all you have to do is go to FunnelHackerRadio.com/dream car and you'll get all the details. Thanks again for listening.